Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's now time for a Raw Women's Championship matchup. Of course, the vacant Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a little a backstory, I guess, in case you guys didn't miss past couple of episodes, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, general manager for Raw, Eric Bischoff, he did announce that since, SmackDown, they already crowned the SmackDown Women's Champion. ECW, they crowned an ECW Women's Champion. So Bischoff decided to get more creative with it. Instead of putting them on like a battle royal or like, a triple threat, stuff like that, multi-woman matches, he decided to make it like a tournament style. But since we previously had King of the Ring, back when that announcement was made, our great general manager, Eric Bischoff, decided to make it, two triple threats. The winner of each triple threat faces off against each other at SummerSlam for the vacant Raw Women's Championship. Of course, the winner for one triple threat was Trish Stratus. The winner for the other one was Becky Lynch. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. That's how we are here. The two winners of those triple threats now facing off here tonight at SummerSlam. The vacant Raw Women's Championship. Whoever wins this becomes the first Raw Women's Champion in Europe's Mode history, as Becky Lynch takes down Trish now. And now, low dress press, of course, Becky. Not all that much, of a young rookie. Has experience. Trish, of course, the veteran, has tons of more experience than Becky, but Becky also has experience herself. So now this is going to be a very good matchup. Next matchup after this is going to be another Women's Championship matchup, SmackDown Women's title. Alexa Bliss defense against Naomi, of course, but we shall get to that when we get to that. Anyway, now, here at SummerSlam, so far, we're doing a very good job with the shows. We've had, 3 matches previously. Yeah, so fourth matchup here tonight as Trish, trying to do the Irish Whip on Becky, but Becky just blocks it, I guess. And now Becky trying to get a hold of Trish, both these two women so far, trying to figure out what they can do to just gain the full hand of momentum. Trish now, Becky just shoves her here. Of course, winning the Raw Women's Championship, being the first ever Raw Women's Champion in general here for any one of these two women. Of course, it's a great accomplishment here for Universe Mode, so shall see what happens here. It's Trish now with a plunger right to Becky, and now mounted punches here. Becky with the transition into a chokehold there, but of course, the rope break. Trish a little stunned here. Becky just staring off into a distance, waiting for Trish, perhaps just Becky trying to regain her strength here, but Trish just baiting her in, I guess. Dropkick after that, and now Trish Stratus with the upper hand here. Figure for a lock on the ring apron, just for a couple seconds. Trish now has her up suplex to Becky Lynch. And now misses the dropkick, does Trish. The Irish last kicker, Becky Lynch, looking to pick up victory here tonight. Become the first Raw Women's Champion. I guess, hey, the title will match her hair, so makes sense. I see right there, Brainbuster by Becky and Trish. That was unexpected. I was expecting a suplex. Anyway, so far, both these two women, I guess for the majority of this matchup so far, they've been on the ring apron here. Which, of course, is not the best of match quality because, reasons. The ring apron's not much of a good spot to be in here. As you see right there, Becky with the jump misses the clothesline, though, and now Trish going to take complete control of the sleeper hold. Both these women on count of 2 on the outside. Trish now leaping DDT on the outside. Jesus. Wow. Okay, then. And now Trish, went to too many times there. Becky just throws her overhead. And now Trish takes her down with the plunger. Just run towards her with the plunger on the ring apron. That's definitely gonna hurt. Of course, because the back landing on the very, thin space of the ring apron. And now Trish, trying to get a hold of Becky with Becky. A couple elbows to just block her out. And now Becky exchanging blows here. Becky gets the best of that one. I try to say better and best at the same time. That didn't work out well. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a whole full show. I'm not sure if I actually announced that in the beginning of the show. If I did, then I can't remember. Because I legit have just split this up into multiple parts and then combining these. So, it's like, in reality, these have been split up into multiple parts across a couple of days. And now are being uploaded whenever it's being uploaded, to be fair. So, this is going to later turn on into a full show and be uploaded as a full show. But anyway, now Trish with the elbow with Becky. And now Trish Stratus here. Never mind, Becky. That will take her down. So after this, SmackDown Women's Championship, Bliss and Naomi. And then after that, ECW's matchup, and the ECW Hardcore Television Championship. Kenny Omega, he defends the title against Wade Barrett. That's been months of building, and well, ladies and gentlemen, after that one, we also have Raw's matchup once again, and that will be Alex Shelley's rematch clause for the Intercontinental Championship as he takes on his tag team partner Chris Sabin for the Intercontinental title. Of course, Sabin and Shelley, they've been feuding for the Intercontinental title for a while, to be fair. Sabin became number one contender. He layered in on the field Alex Shelley, and then I believe they also had a rematch as well, in which Sabin won. And now this is another rematch clause here for, or this is the first rematch clause for Alex Shelley, or perhaps last. I can't remember, to be fair, but whatever. Anyway, Trish misses the clothesline to Becky Lynch, and now Becky, Boston Crab submission maneuver onto Trish, trying to wear her down. Definitely not gonna make the veteran that is Trish Stratus tap out here. And now, okay, a couple of high kicks there to the face of Becky. Drop kick by Trish, and now brings her back inside the ring. Of course, you could win this matchup by countout since the title is vacant. No one is currently a champion, so if you win this matchup by countout, then you become the new Raw Women's champion, basically. And now Trish Stratus, very close to count, 2 3/4 at that point. Or 2 3.9/4, I don't know. But that was a very close 2 count for Trish Stratus off of the leaping DDT. And now Trish on top of the rope here, gets punched out for her troubles. And frog splash by Becky Lynch to the outside onto Trish Stratus. Stratus now not doing all that well. Okay, never mind. Commentator's curse. And well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been going on for a while now. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this matchup to go on that long, to be fair. Well, this long. The length it's been going on for now. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been expecting this, so this is a nice surprise, I guess. Because to be fair, tag team matches and women's matches in the game aren't usually the fastest or most entertaining, but here it kind of is, so that's a plus. And now Becky Lynch, perhaps thinking of going up the top rope, jumping on Trish once again, but German suplex on the outside to Trish Stratus. Becky, if she does get a count out victory, hey, she wins the title. But anyway, count has restarted for Trish, and now Trish Stratus gonna get back inside the ring, and Becky Lynch shoulder block to Trish on the ring apron. Trish just getting dazed there. And both these two women perhaps going to fall precarious positioning for both these women here. But Trish gets sent back inside the ring instead of, onto the outside. Surprisingly by Becky. Perhaps just didn't have enough time to transition. And now Becky off the low thrust press with the pin on Trish Stratus here. And 2 count, very close 2 count right there against Trish. And now Becky gets caught off the top rope. Trish saw where she was going for coming. Perhaps another shoulder block here that Becky was trying to go for it. Anyway, Trish did see that coming. And now Becky Lynch here, power bomb to Trish Stratus on the ring apron. And well, so far for this matchup, if you really had to say, it's been pretty back and forth. Hasn't really been on the one side. Surprisingly, what a counter, reverse Dragon Rana by Trish to counter. I can't remember what move Becky was going for. That completely just stunned me right there. And suplex by Becky. Nice transition to a side hill takedown, but what a counter by Trish. Reverse Dragon Rana. Or just reverse circle on small package here by Trish. Okay, Becky, small package of her own, can steal the victory here. Only a 2 count though. Trish trying to steal victory, then Becky tries to steal Trish's victory. Ladies and back and forth contest here. This has been a good matchup here. All of which just to become the number 1 woman here on the Raw brand. And now Trish perhaps going on top rope. Never mind, thinking against it there. Becky was laid out perfectly for it as well, but Trish just can wear her down for sleep road. Going back to the drawing board here, just to perhaps rethink of a game plan here. Perhaps didn't want to go off the top rope originally. We don't know. But anyway, now armbar here by Becky. Since the disarmer is not in the game, we're going to pretend like either an armbar or a crossface is to disarm her in the game, and we'll work off with that. Anyway, now Trish able to escape. Becky Lynch, German suplex into a seated roll-up. Nice transition by Becky. 2, and it's a 3 count, ladies and gentlemen. Becky Lynch, the new Raw Women's champion. And I forgot to mention this, but we're going to quickly transition over to matches. Yeah. Becky Lynch, the new Raw Women's champion, ladies and gentlemen. That is... Wow, okay then. That was good. Not gonna lie, that was a good matchup. That was a very good matchup. Congratulations to Becky Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. The first ever Raw Women's champion here in Euros mode. Anyway, moving on from one women's matchup to another. SmackDown Women's Championship time. Alexa Bliss defends SmackDown Women's title against Naomi. Me kicking things off here. I know. I want to make these parts, as quick as possible, so like no. Well, originally this is like I said, this is being split up into parts, but then it's gonna be uploaded as a whole full show once I combine videos, just to make life a little bit easier, to be fair. But anyway, as I try not to have a voice crack here. Alexa Bliss Naomi. Well, of course, a whole lot of storytelling into this. I pretty sure I've mentioned it a whole lot of times. So, long story short, if apparently some people who are watching this did not know, because I've explained it a whole lot of times in like SmackDown episodes, and I think I've explained it earlier on in the show here. But anyway, long story short, Carmella is going to challenge either Alexa Bliss or Naomi for a SmackDown Women's Championship in the next episode of SmackDown, for whoever wins the title. And well, Carmella, she has defeated Naomi, and she also has defeated Alexa Bliss in a non-title contest. So she has defeated both of these two women before. So, Carmella does have the upper hand. She does have more momentum than both of these two women. But Bliss has also defeated Carmella before. But where? And Alexa Bliss will perhaps thinking of going on top rope there, but dialed against it. Knee drop to the head there. Naomi with the arm drag here to Alexa Bliss. Bliss just getting kicked over the ring apron there. And now Naomi bringing Bliss back inside the ring here. Of course, Naomi, she hasn't been doing the best here in years. Well, not gonna lie, she is not a strong contender, to be fair. She just won a #1 contenders matchup to face off against Alexa Bliss. But since then, she did get absolutely demolished by Carmella like 2 weeks back on SmackDown. She got absolutely demolished by Carmella. And well, you gotta think, definitely gets into the contender's head before, this matchup. And now, during this matchup, probably still stuck in Naomi's head. Because even if she is able to win this matchup, then she knows that she has lost to Carmella. You can't take that off the record books. That is in the record books. It didn't matter how, but Carmella did win clean. Or was it a count out? Anyway, she did win against Naomi. Can't erase that from record books, so I definitely think that has to get to Naomi's mindset here before this matchup. Well, during this matchup now, I guess. Anyway, now, so does it have to be for Bliss, but Bliss has defeated Carmella before as well, so they're both tied at 1-1 apiece. But previously in the latest episode of SmackDown, Carmella did win in a non-title contest. Anyway, now, continuing on the matchup, Naomi, Inverted Tom drop to Bliss, bring her back inside the ring now. Bliss trying to fight back here, a couple kicks, nicely done. And now a couple of strikes, bring Naomi back inside the ring. Transition and the whole lot between the ring apron and the ring has these last two women's matches, the last one and this one. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Becky Lynch for becoming the first Raw Women's Champion. But now we shall see if history could be made again, and if we shall have a second ever SmackDown Women's Champion in Naomi, or if Bliss could keep on her successful title reign. Of course, Alexa Bliss, she won that not too long ago, to be fair. So, she's still somewhat a new champion, I guess. But she's been doing... Well, she hasn't... This is her first title defense, to be fair. So, necessarily, I was about to say she's been doing very well as champion. But, this is her first title defense. So, we shall see. 2 count. They're very close to count, I guess. And now, Bliss with the legs. Naomi thinking of something there. But Naomi able to just counter it there. Just get out of it. But now, Bliss trying to go for it again. This time, able to connect with it. And it is a figure 4 lock here. Applied to Naomi. Naomi countering with one of her own. Rope break here. And Bliss, the champion, able to get a break. And now headlock to the challenger for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Naomi. Alexa Bliss looking to stay champion here tonight. But after this, whoever wins the title, it's not an easy task. Because a couple of days after here, you're going to have to be defending that SmackDown Women's Championship against Carmella, who at this point has been, to be fair, on a hot streak of wins. Has defeated Naomi, has also defeated Alexa Bliss. She's been doing very well for herself in her one-on-one matches. And now, the whole 7-woman roster on SmackDown, it's really been, showcased the most with these 3 women. And, well, the one that's been getting showcased the most has actually been Carmella, and she's been the most impressive, to be fair. But anyway, now continuing on the matchup here. Alexa Bliss, a kick right to Naomi. Yeah, now Bliss getting caught here. A couple back and forth reversals here between these two. Naomi once again just trying to connect with something. Trying to connect with some sort of grapple, but Bliss just always just literally just kicking out of it, just like reversing it with some kicks and stuff. Hurricane countered by Naomi, nicely done, trying to gain some more momentum. Off the rope she goes, nails the bicycle kick to Bliss, and Alexa Bliss's stunt will only, well, for a second, at least I thought. And now Bliss back in action here. She just got bicycle kicked in the face, gets dazed for a little bit, and well, ladies and gentlemen, just answering back now by taking down Naomi. Well, Bliss, this is why she's called 5 Feet of Fury, but toughness, resiliency being shown by Bliss right there. Anyway, now Naomi, perhaps getting a little bit frustrated here, because Bliss, she's been having a more of a stronger showing, not gonna lie. Ankle lock here, ruthlessly applied by Naomi. Ruthlessly, is that even the word? I'm not even sure. Bliss just not gonna let go of this ankle lock here. Naomi just tried to kick her out the way, but Bliss just caught her a second time. Was able to connect with an ankle lock for a second time as well. And now still connected here. Naomi, ladies and gentlemen, I won't be surprised if she taps out because of this. And now counter to a surfboard here. Alexa Bliss. No mercy here. I was about to say no regrets, but that doesn't make sense, but whatever. No remorse. No restraint, no mercy here by Bliss. And now has her code breaker. What? Okay, then that happened. Figure 4 that lock, Naomi. Luckily enough for her in the ropes. We don't know how long Naomi could end up surviving now. Bliss, she's been on a roll here. She's been controlling most of this matchup. We perhaps might still have a SmackDown Women's Champion, and her name probably might still stay as Alexa Bliss. And now Bliss gets sent into the ropes. Naomi misses the strike or grapple. I can't even remember anymore. And now Bliss now trying to gain some separation here. Thinking of something here. Not going to let Naomi get any momentum. Not as if Naomi has gotten most of it, because she hasn't gotten all that much. She's gotten a couple of good licks, but not all that much. The bicycle kick, well, we thought it did a good job against Bliss, but Bliss just able to be resilient against it. And now Naomi with another rope break, luckily enough for her. And now Bliss trying to think of something here, an X Factor, and that's definitely something. Naomi, though, luckily enough, rope break. She is limping now. Naomi is limping. Bliss sees that Naomi is now weakened. There's a target. Rope break once again for Naomi. She is getting very lucky with these. And now what? It's supposed to be a DDT, but okay. Anyway, Bliss will Cobra Clutch here against Naomi. A standing one against Naomi. And Naomi, it would just slip out of it, I guess. Almost being suffocated to death by Bliss. Of course, if Naomi wasn't going to tap out, then she was most likely going to definitely pass out. But Naomi was able to slip out of it, luckily enough, in time. And now, okay, multiple counters here. That's confusing. But Naomi comes out on top of that one. I don't know how, but where. And now triangle chokehold to Bliss. This match was it's been going on for, like, what? It's already been longer than the Raw Women's Championship matchup, I believe? I'm not sure, but I think that this match has been going on longer, to be fair. And now half leg crab by Alexa Bliss. Naomi very close to her ropes here. Now turns to a Boston crab, and, well, Bliss and Naomi both, I think, connected with ropes as well. Almost simultaneously, I see right there, Bliss misses wildly with the clothesline off the top rope. And now Naomi has her up. Power driver to Little Miss Bliss, 5 Feet of Fury. And now atomic drop, inverted atomic drop to Bliss. And now Alexa Bliss here, trying to gain the upper hand here. Trying to go back to gain the upper hand, because right now Naomi looking for a comeback. Well, never mind, because now Alexa Bliss back with the upper hand here. Back with some connections of shots. Off the ropes she goes. Misses the clothesline wildly there as well. Alexa Bliss, her best friend, is definitely not a clothesline here. She hasn't been able to connect with all that much of them. And now Bliss, Boston Crab to Naomi. Center of the ring here, Naomi able to escape. I was about to say Naomi perhaps just has had enough, perhaps going to tap out. But no, Naomi way more resilient than what we thought here. Knight misses with her connection off the top rope. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if a count does happen, Alexa Bliss retains the Raw Women's Championship. It doesn't matter if Bliss gets counted out, Naomi gets counted out, or both women get counted out. Either way, Bliss still retains the SmackDown Women's Championship in very questionable circumstances. If it does happen, which at this point it could, because both these won on count of 5 here, halfway through the count. Naomi wearing down Bliss on the outside. Not sure how wise this is. Naomi, though, and Bliss get back inside the ring, luckily enough, on the count of 6. And now Alexa Bliss just a monkey flip to Naomi, just sends her being launched there. Triangle choke here by Alexa Bliss, squeezing like the blood pressure through the head of Naomi. And Naomi has no choice but to tap out, ladies and gentlemen. Still SmackDown Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss. And well, ladies and gentlemen, successful title defense for her. Impressive showing. Overwhelming impressive performance. If you had to pick who was the better in the matchup, not by winner, but it'll still be Alexa Bliss. As we now move on, ladies and gentlemen, to another matchup here. ECW's matchup. ECW Hardcore Television Championship. Omega and Wade Barrett, ladies and gentlemen. Weeks in the building. Weeks of building up. This matchup has now finally happened. And well, ladies and gentlemen, if we had to pick a couple of superstars who have had an interesting story, an interesting climax here in Heroes Mode, one of the most interesting ones, and if not the most, of storyline progression, or just character progression here in Heroes Mode in general, it would definitely be the cleaner Kenny Omega. Of course, kicking things off in the beginning of Heroes Mode, he lost like his first 2-3 matches. Then after that, he wins. Well, he did lose a whole vacant ECW Hardcore Television Championship Battle Royal. Of course, Taz won that one and was the first ever Hardcore Television Champion as well. But then after that, Omega wins the #1 Contenders matchup, like 6-man and stuff. Faces off against Taz, loses against Taz at the ECW exclusive barely legal pay-per-view, which was week whatever, I can't remember, week 5, a week 5 pay-per-view. And then after that, he loses. But remember, Omega still has his rematch clause. And so he cashes in the rematch clause at the Live from the MSG pay-per-view. Not the regular pay-per-view, but the pre-show. So in the pre-show, Omega wins against Taz and then successfully defends it against Taz and Test as a part of Taz's rematch clause in week 14, which was the ECW exclusive Sin pay-per-view. So, whole lot of interesting storyline. It was, week 13? It was a week 13 or week 14 pay-per-view. And Taz originally defeated Omega in a non-title contest in ECW, which made it a triple threat, along with Taz's rematch clause and Test, defeating Omega. Non-title. And so Omega successfully defends it against Taz in Taz's rematch clause, and against Test. Come to think of it, Test, he still deserves his rematch clause when you think about it. And then after this, if Taz, if whoever wins this matchup, whoever loses, for example, if Omega loses or if Barrett loses, they also deserve a rematch clause. So now I just, come to think of it, might as well be a whole triple threat for the title after this. I don't know. Because Test still hasn't gotten his rematch clause, if I do remember correctly. Anyway, as we now finally shift forward our focus, just gonna shift the focus to this matchup here. Now, Omega, very interesting story. And Barrett, just came out of nowhere, right? Just randomly won a #1 Contenders Battle Royal for a title. And now he's here. So Barrett, if he is to win, definitely, a very big step up here for Wade Barrett here in the ECW roster. Anyway, now Omega, surfboard submission maneuver against Wade Barrett here, trying to just wear him down. Of course, hardcore matches, hardcore rules apply for every ECW matchup. It's in the name, ECW. So it's only fair that all the matches are hardcore, because if it's not, then that doesn't make sense. Anyway, now Wade Barrett, ground and pound here against Omega, but Omega's just gonna monkey flip him over. Flit. Did I say flit? I mean flip. Where? Anyway, now Omega, what is he thinking here? Of course, Omega, in that trip there, he did use a whole lot of V-triggers. The V-trigger knee strike. He did use a whole lot against Taz and a whole lot against Test. And now just a jump and step through bulldog there by Omega. What a maneuver. And now Kenny, what's thinking of here? Figure 4 lock. Okay. If he did pick him up, definitely gotta think. Was he calling for the end? Was he calling for the one-winged angel? Now figure 4 lock onto Barrett here. Applying more pressure, and Barrett taps out. Wait, Barrett has just tapped out to Kenny Omega. Barrett, at the same time when he launched this Omega for the slingshot, Barrett taps out. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, that's a little bit skeptical. I didn't even see Barrett tap out, but the referee has called it. As we now move on to the Intercontinental Championship matchup here, but that's a little questionable. Omega's still the hardcore champion, but whatever, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even see Barrett's hand tap out right there. Well, we need an official. We need like our general manager, Paul Heyman, or something like that, in the next episode of ECW to just confirm that or something like that. But I don't know. Anyways, now we continue here. Intercontinental Championship matchup. Raw's matchup, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. This is Alex Shelley's revenge clause against Chris Sabin. Of course, Sabin originally won the Intercontinental Championship from Alex Shelley. And remember, Alex Shelley, he won the Intercontinental Championship as a tribute to Chris Sabin. In the Fatal 4-Way, where Apollo Crews defended the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz, Alex Shelley, and Damien Sandown in the Fatal 4-Way. And a week or two before that matchup, we did have The Miz attack Chris Sabin backstage for no reason, and then Shelley, he put the matchup as a tribute to win the Intercontinental Championship for Chris Sabin, and then he won it. Best part is he won it by eliminating The Miz. So yeah, that worked out well, and now Sabin just gonna challenge him for it, just saying, hey, if my fellow tag team partner is going to win the Intercontinental Championship as a tribute towards me, to just revenge me for getting attacked, and for us not being able to do a whole tag team matchup, then I might as well, defeat him for a title now. Just a little friendly rivalry. Ironically enough, it did happen because Sabin did become number one contender. And now we're here, in which Sabin's now Intercontinental Champion, and now Shelley is a contender, and this is actually his revenge clause. And now Victory Row on the outside here. Both this man on count 6. This is going to be a friendly competition, a friendly, nice competition. When these two originally fought, it was a great matchup. I believe it was a match of the year candidate when they originally fought in one of the live event shows for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, that's when Sabin won. And now Alex Shea here and Sabin just answering back each other with a couple of shots here. Or at least they were, like seconds ago. I was late to announce that. And now Sabin leg drop off the top rope onto Alex Shelley. Of course, a very respectable matchup here. Two tag team partners just looking to see who's better than each other and looking to see who's better. Not only better against each other, but also to see who becomes the Intercontinental Champion here tonight. If Sabin does win, then actually gets no more opportunities until Sabin loses. And now, just takes him down there. Just a double underhook, just pancake. I don't even know. That looked very unprotected, but Sabin, Shelley not gonna sell it. Just not gonna sell it. Just doesn't want to sell it. And now actually, again caught there. Chris Sabin, upper hand here. He's been controlling most of this matchup, not gonna lie so far. Can he be the better Motor City Machine Gun than Alex Shelley is? And I'll drop kick by Shelley, and Sabin falls down to the outside. What a beautiful drop kick by Alex Shelley. Kick to the stomach there by Sabin. Well, Intercontinental Championship has had a very nice history. Of course, originally the champion was Apollo Crews, then after that Alex Shelley, then after that currently Chris Sabin. If Alex Shelley wins his matchup, then he's going to be the first ever two-time champion in Universe Mode. If Shelley wins this, he's going to be the first ever two-time Intercontinental Champion in Universe Mode and the first ever two-time champion in general. So that's going to be one hell of an accolade. And now Sabin dropkick off the top rope. Did I just jinx it for Alex Shelley, ladies and gentlemen? And yes, I have. Chris Sabin picks up the victory here against Alex Shelley, against his tag team partner. Sabin is still the Intercontinental Champion. And now moving on to your next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great SummerSlam pay-per-view so far. Now, time for the next matchup. And that next one's going to be an exciting one. ECW Championship, Minoru Suzuki defends it against Braun Strowman. Second time these two will ever face off for a title. That matchup is right now, ladies and gentlemen.